Welcome, YouTubers. This is your boy Dayveonne.
And I'm Frank, the walking hearing aid commercial.
And welcome to Fast on
Point.
So tell us, what's today's topic?
I have no idea. Actually, we're doing a movie review today.
Yes!
What movie are we reviewing?
Yes!
We are reviewing Guardians! Yes! No, we're not, but you wish we were. No, what are we reviewing today? We are reviewing...
Get Out!
Don't tell me to get out.
Get the hell out.
You get the hell out.
No, you get the hell out.
You get the hell out.
You get the hell out.
It's my table.
This is my table, too.
Why? Just because you touch it, you think it's your table?
No, because it's brown.
See, this is the I knew it. You know, we don't even need the movie to address racial issues. See, this is the thing with you. Anyhow, we have a very, very interesting movie, and you and I have actually not discussed this movie before. So I suspect we might have different opinions.
Jordan Peele.
So let's start with you.
My opinion is about Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff that where you see extreme liberals take liking black to the extreme. And when we say liking black to the extreme, they actually create this whole identity of, hey buddy, I understand you're black. I respect the color of your skin. I just want to know, what does it take to be black?
Right. So you saw them all as extreme liberals, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. I didn't see them all as extreme liberals. I saw Bradley Whitford's character
As
an extreme liberal, as sort of the patronizing, leftist Berkeley professor. I understand you and your struggles, but it's So, what was your take on it, though? What did you think on the overall?
Overall, it was a very good concept, very different from what we usually see. Because most films, we pretty much see either glimpse of same exact concepts from other films,
right,
or we'll see a repeat of the same exact thing, like slashers and all that other stuff. But
right,
with this had a different take of horror. This was more of a psychological, with use of racism.
Yes.
And the perception of what African Americans go through within society as we know it.
Okay. I definitely agree with you. It was definitely a very well-written and unique film. For me, first of all, I have to say, because it was directed by Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, a black guy.
Well, definitely. Obviously. It's President Obama. God damn it.
Black president.
Yeah. No. He does Obama. That's not Luther. Luther didn't direct this. It's Jordan Peele that directed this. You know Obama and Luther? You don't. Anyway. So, moving right along. That's a lost joke on only one person. They get it. But he did I have to say, on a technical level, he was a great director. I was very surprised. It looked like a very polished horror film. With that said, I do not agree with a lot of the reviews I've seen for the movie. No. You're not allowed to kill me just yet.
No, please explain. This is the mic.
Oh, this is the mic?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the knife?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess that was just a racial stereotype on my part. Anyhow, my problem with it is that I saw it as an exploitation film. I get what they were trying, I think at least how they were trying to pitch it was that we are going to take all of the, I don't want to say the atavistic, but all of the sort of black subconscious fears and play them up on screen and make them into a horror movie. So it's sort of like a black psychological horror film. The problem with that, though, is that none of it was tongue-in-cheek. None of it was done in such a way where you could tell that it was being allegorical or was being satirical. They played everything very, very straight with it. So every racial stereotype that you can imagine, reverse racial stereotype, was in there. So, okay, so the biggest one, of course, is, the privileged, rich, white, preppy schoolgirl, Not only does she date black men, but she is a psychopathic predator. The point is that she was a good actress and she did it, but that was one of the stereotypes. Okay, the next stereotype is obviously like the college liberal professor who is so, I'm down with you, homie, I feel you, brother, being, a cover for, patronizing racism and everything. But even down to things like, for instance, okay, and there will be spoilers here.
Yes.
You better have seen it, otherwise get out of your attic.
Spoiler.
something or other. Yes, the people who had been taken over, the black folk who had been taken over by white people. Okay, instead of playing them up as just sort of behaving a little bit odd, but being basically normal, they were sort of a caricature of a white person. They sounded like, like a Richard Pryor impression of a white person. Like, "Hi, folks, how are you today?" It was that real over-the-top impression of what a white person sounds like. And I understand where Jordan Peele was trying to go with sort of the twist, because obviously leading up to it, the impression you're supposed to get is, oh, well, these are all slaves. Maybe brainwashed slaves or something. They're doing something, they're selling slaves. And then it turns out, no, they don't want slaves. They want to become black people, essentially. But
you don't want to become us.
And I understand, and like I said,
you don't want to become us.
Yeah, you have to really, evaluate the product before you buy it. No, but see, and I get that. I understand where they were trying to go. But the problem, to my mind, is that they played it far too straight. So it came across as if they were simply just trying to exploit every deepest black racial fear towards white, or stereotype of white people. And so I think that, again, I don't know how Jordan Peele conceived it when he was writing it. I mean, I've heard him give interviews and everything, but I don't know exactly what was going through his head. I suspect that he wanted it to be sort of this very dark social commentary. But I think that he played it so straight that it came across more just like one of those exploitation films, like the ones where, there was that film, they just remade it, of course, it was supposed to be sort of a female empowerment thing where this woman was kidnapped and raped repeatedly, and then she spent the rest of the movie basically brutally killing.
Oh, Spit on Your Grave?
Spit on Your Grave, which is based on a 70s exploitation film and everything. And that was something where clearly they were trying to play up female empowerment and, feminism and so forth. But they played it so straight and so gratuitously that it became just sort of an exploitation film. And that was the impression I got. Okay. So I sort of thought, I figured that we would have sort of differing opinions on the film. And I suspect that's going to be a racial thing, too. It's not like where you go off to this isolated cabin in the woods and, okay, well, you meet these crazy folk in the hills. Pretty much every white person on screen was portrayed this way. Even people who were supposedly normal and enlightened, like Stephen Root's character, who played the gallery owner, was supposed to be, he was in the art world. He had worked with the protagonist.
But he lost sight. There were a scene with the milk and the separation of the Fruit Loops scene where she had just the milk and the Fruit Loops bowl with no milk in it.
Right.
Didn't that seem kind of weird to you? Like she would drink the milk and just take a bite out of the Fruit Loops.
Now, which one was this? Was this the daughter? Or?
Yeah, the daughter.
Well, she was supposed to be a psycho. I mean, that was the implication, is that she was, in fact, when you watch the film, what's interesting when you watch the film is that the real pinnacle of the evil was not even the white men. This is one of the few subversive aspects of the film, where the white guys were basically moronic stereotypes. The son was the MMA,
the extra, like I want to show you my strength.
Yeah, meth head, the meth head, MMA watching, hillbilly, white trash kind of kid. And the father, of course, was the quintessential, ultra left Berkeley liberal professor. I'm down with you folks. I'm with the struggle, patronizing and so forth. But the real sinister evil were the two women. The daughter was a psychopathic predator, and the mother was a very psychopathic manipulator. I mean, she's the one who really set everything in motion. In fact, she was the heir to the whole. What was the name of the procedure? The
EPA something. Because I know it had something to do with the brain removing the switch.
Right.
The other body.
Right, but they had some behold the something or other. Behold the. I can't actually remember.
I think they cut half of the brain. And then place
No, but on the TV, when they announce it, the name of the procedure is called Behold the something.
I forgot the name of it.
But in any case.
I would have thought the father was the whole brains of everything.
No, he wasn't. That's the trick. He wasn't, because the grandfather was the one who invented the procedure and everything. Bradley Whitford is not his son. It's his son-in-law. The wife, the mother, was the daughter. It was his daughter. She's the one who was inheriting the the legacy of this and carrying this on. So she obviously went out and married this guy, you know, found a neurosurgeon or something, and you know, made sure he was trained to do this. But he's sort of you know, just a cog in the wheel. He's sort of like a lackey behind us, or a henchman kind of thing. That was what I took from it. So that was, to me, that was a very interesting twist. Although again, I'm not sure. I mean, the movie is certainly good at a basic level because it definitely sparks discussion.
Gotcha.
Thank you for watching our discussion on Get Out, Part 1. Look forward to Part 2. If you liked the video, please comment and subscribe. Yes?
Down below.
Down below.
And always like us on Facebook. And just remember, we give you the news, we give you pop culture, because we are fans on point. We out.